Join me as I dive into the question of whether God really answers prayerful prophecies. I'm going to test this out firsthand. Across various faiths, the concept of prayerful prophecies has been a cornerstone of religious practice, where believers seek guidance and answers from a higher power. From the ancient prophets of the Bible to the mystics of Eastern religions, the idea that God or a divine entity can communicate with humanity has been a powerful driving force behind spiritual seeking. Many of us have grown up with stories of miraculous healings, unexpected provisions, or uncanny coincidences that seem to defy explanation. Yet, for every testimony of a prayerful prophecy being fulfilled, there are countless others who have prayed fervently, only to be met with silence or disappointment. It's this dichotomy that has led many to question the validity of prayer and prophecy in the first place. Does God really answer prayerful prophecies, or are we just conjuring up false hope? Some argue that the entire concept of prayerful prophecy is nothing more than a psychological coping mechanism, a way to deal with the existential uncertainty that surrounds us. After all, if we can convince ourselves that a higher power is watching over us, perhaps we'll feel more comforted, more in control. Others say that prayerful prophecies are simply a product of confirmation bias, where we cherry-pick the instances that align with our beliefs and ignore the rest. I think it's essential to approach this topic with an open mind, recognizing that the human experience is far more complex and multifaceted than we can ever fully comprehend. Throughout history, there have been numerous accounts of prayerful prophecies that seem to defy explanation. From the Oracle of Delphi to the prophecies of Nostradamus, we've seen instances where individuals have provided guidance or insight that has shaped the course of human events. Of course, not all of these prophecies have come to pass, but that doesn't necessarily disprove their validity. Take, for instance, the story of George Washington Carver, the renowned African-American botanist. According to his biography, Carver often prayed for guidance on his research, and it was through these prayerful prophecies that he discovered over 300 uses for the humble peanut. While we can't verify the exact details of Carver's experiences, his legacy speaks for itself, and it's hard to deny the impact that his faith had on his work. One remarkable case that stands out is the story of a young girl named Ashley Smith, who was held hostage by a fugitive in her own apartment. As she recounts in her memoir, Smith turned to prayer, asking God to guide her and protect her during those terrifying hours. Miraculously, the fugitive released her, and Smith credits her prayerful prophecy for her safe release. Stories like these remind us that, even in the darkest of times, prayer can be a powerful lifeline. I want to share another remarkable story that has stuck with me. It's about a woman named Rachel, who was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Devastated, Rachel turned to prayer, asking God to heal her or give her the strength to face her mortality. As she prayed, Rachel felt an overwhelming sense of peace, a sense of knowing that everything would be okay. And then, something miraculous happened. Her cancer began to recede, and eventually, she was declared cancer-free. Rachel's story is a powerful testament to the power of prayerful prophecy. As we explore this complex topic, I want to emphasize that the question of whether God answers prayerful prophecies is far from a simple yes or no. Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between, in the mysterious realm of human experience, where faith and doubt coexist. It's my hope that, as we delve into this subject, we'll begin to unravel the threads of our own experiences with prayer. And maybe, just maybe, we'll discover something profound about ourselves and our place in the world. Thanks for joining me on this journey of exploration. If you have a personal story about prayerful prophecy, I'd love to hear it. Please share it with me in the comments below. And if you're interested in exploring more topics on faith and spirituality, be sure to check out my other videos.